Well, hello, my beautiful Virgo. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your love reading for July 2020. I'm just cleansing your space here and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading. It may not resonate for everybody, so please take what is for you and leave the rest behind. Okay, my beautiful Virgo, let's get straight to your reading. For those of you who are new to my channel, I take jumpers from the pack. I do not choose the card, as I believe that is my energy and not the message you're meant to receive. Everyone's different, so please fast forward during these moments, as they may go on a long time. Ooh, no, they don't want that. But I will not rush the messages. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo for July 2020? What do they need to know for their highest good regarding their love life? Can you please guide them? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? Ooh, I see what's happening here. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know? You want one more? Can you please guide me? Thank you so much for the messages so far. Thank you. Okay, so we have here some interesting messages. I just want to see how they want to receive. One moment, please. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Now, okay, my beautiful Virgo, the energy just shifted, so I really just took a moment of silence. I really need to hone in on what they're telling me here. So we have separation, okay, Virgo. So the time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So it just went really cold all of a sudden. Now, this could be a separation with someone that you're currently with, and this could be... this doesn't have to be that. This is, I needed to hone in on the energy here, because you know, when you see the word separation, everything goes dun dun dun. Oh my God, I don't want to lose my partner. This could even be to do with work. There could be like a temporary separation on the horizon. So I needed to hone in on the energies as to what we're dealing with here. But ultimately, there's going to be some distance between you and your partner in July for some reason. As I said, we're going to go deeper and find out why. But ultimately, they've given me two energies, which one was, oh no, I had this energy of, oh, there is some sort of separation on the cards with you and your partner because of trouble, okay? Also, interesting, they've given me with that some sort of ghosts from the past. Could be infiltrating your connection. So perhaps you or your partner's ex, one of the exes from either side, has got in contact with you, Virgo, or your partner, and it has caused trouble. There is some sort of stir of trouble here, and so you need to be mindful that that is the energy that we're dealing with at this present time. Now, I feel like this is a temporary energy, is what they're giving me. Temporary energy with regards to this, while you sort out something that has triggered you here with regards to this connection. But they're showing me, they show me the card differently each time and give me something to focus on. And they're showing me this mist here, okay? Now, the mist is the ghosts from the past that are circulating around this connection. So you may have been triggered in some way with your partner, and thought, well, why do you need to be in contact with that person? That person, why are they getting back in contact with you? And similarly, it could be vice versa, because they're giving me a dual energy here. Now, also, they are giving me some sort of separation in terms of work. They are being called, your partner is being called away, or you are, for work. But they really want you to see this hand from this, there is like a knight here. Now, male or female, this is not a gender specific reading, it's about the energy. They're showing this knight here that has their hand on their heart. So this is very painful. It is a wistful separation, but they're showing me that there's a lot of love here. There is a lot of love. And that it is a temporary energy is what they're giving me, okay? We have healing issues, healing family issues is what they've given me here. And it says, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So definitely some childhood wounding here for you or your person, because again, they're giving me two sides, okay? Now, this separation that is to do with some sort of either ghost from the past, some sort of ex situation going on there. It's triggered something that needs to be healed from childhood. So there needs to be a separation. Spirit is giving me the separation, though temporary at this time, this temporary energy. Everything is fluid. So we have freedom, free will. So what they're giving me, though, is that this is a necessary transition in order to help you or your person to heal these family issues that have been triggered from, there is something that's been triggered, and it looks like because of somebody from the past got in contact, is what they're giving me here. So there's some childhood wounding that needs to be resolved spiritually before your connection can come back around and heal. Okay, because there is some triggering that's happening between you and your person in some way. Now we're going to go deeper and find out what we're dealing with here. They're giving me temporary energies, so this could be all resolved once this is worked through. But they're giving me make the effort. Okay, Virgo, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So if this relationship or this connection that you are in, Virgo, seems like it was too hard, and you just want to just go, I am done and done, okay? Unless this person is treating you absolutely like, you know, is horrific to you, then obviously I wouldn't ever say to be with someone who is a douche and treating you really badly. But what they're giving me here is that if you feel like this, it's like this triggering, I want to say it's triggering. If you're having the same arguments about the same thing, like something in the past, and if it keeps coming up in a cycle, there is wounding that needs to be healed there. And therefore, make the effort in terms of this connection, because it seems to be like it is a true love situation, and pushing through the boundaries of what this cycle is worth the effort. Don't give up on it, is what they're giving me here. When I looked at this card, they just said, you need to see everything with the eyes of love. Okay, they said, see everything through the eyes of love. That's it. So you need to have a look at your wounding and the person that you're dealing with, Virgo, their wounding. In some way, you're triggering each other, and you have to, they're saying, both of you need to be kind about this, because I think on a subconscious level, you're not even recognizing that family issues from the past, some sort of dysfunctional family and cycle is at play here, that one or both of you have not managed to resolve, and therefore it keeps infiltrating in your connection. So you could be dealing with someone who is emotionally stunted in some way. Their idea of a foundation of what it is to love is in some way dysfunctional because of their the way they grew up, and they keep going so far in the connection and then running away because they can't deal with the deep emotions. Or it could be that sorry, they're just giving me something. Thank you. One moment, please. I just need to take a... Yeah, some sort of abandonment issues. So one or both parents abandoned either you or your person, and in some way it is manifesting its way into your connection and creating an imbalance. Okay, so you may feel like it's not worth fighting for. As I said again, unless this person is an absolute a-hole and has treated you in such a bad way that you cannot ever forgive this person, then there is something here that needs to be resolved for you to move on in a loving connection and get over it, because there's some sort of wounding going on here. Now, you may have put your head completely in your finances here and thought, I need to think about money, actually. So we got finances and career. Financial issues are the factor in your love life right now. So again, this triggering could be to do with finances as well. You know, this cycle of not having enough, or one-sided input when it comes to finances in the connection. ultimately they're giving me there is an imbalance here, is what they're giving me here. And that also you, Virgo, have buried your head in your career and your finances because you just don't want to think about this right now. I feel like the brakes are on. So they're asking you to push through that and see where you can meet the person halfway if you do want reconciliation after this separation. Okay. But they keep giving me a dual energy. The other energy is if your person has gone away for work, or you have to leave the connection for work because finances has appeared on the board here. They're saying, do you have a tendency to, when you're away from home or your person is away, have no contact? It's almost like the head is so buried in work that there is no reaching out to the other. There is a needing to make effort and maintain the connection there because one person in this party feels abandoned in some way, okay, and it's triggering them. Okay, they are acknowledging that this is true love, and it says this is the romance of a lifetime. Basically, they're saying, Virgo, this person and you just don't want to F it up, okay? Cupid is divinely bringing you together, okay? There is a plan here. There is divine timing, and the universe is lining things up here. They're showing me these two figures. It's like they're showing me a film. This is so bizarre. I don't even know how the film plays out. I don't know the story. I've heard the story, but I don't know how it plays out. But they're giving me Antony and Cleopatra. Okay, it's like this great romance. Now I don't know how that turned out, so I don't want it to be like, yeah, then they all died, it's horrible. No, I don't want it to be like that. It's about the romance, okay, the connection that these people had together, Antony and Cleopatra. I'm almost seeing like very Egyptian kind of eye makeup and all of that. And I'm not saying that that's how you guys and girls like to, you know, present yourselves to the world. What I'm getting more is an ancient connection between you both, and that there is something different about this love, Virgo, with this person, that it's like second to none, okay? You recognize that it is worth it, but somehow you're separated from each other and there is an imbalance in this connection, okay? We're going to go deeper, as I said. I need to find out what we're dealing with exactly, but they're giving me Antony and Cleopatra as the film or story. I'm just seeing like, wow, who's that? They're showing me, it's very much definitely Elizabeth Taylor, Antony and Cleopatra. They're showing me Elizabeth Taylor, and they're showing me Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor in this connection, this passionate, fiery energy, but it seems off kilter, but it's like sometimes you can't live with each other, and sometimes you can't be without each other. It's that energy I'm getting. Okay, right, we're going to go deeper and see what we're dealing with here with this connection. And thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know with regards to this situation? Can you please guide them for July? What do they need to know? Ooh, thank you so much. What can they see for their higher good for July regarding their love life? Wheel of Fortune. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. For those of you who are interested, I'm using the White Witch Tarot. It's a series of major arcana cards to get the overall energy for July for you. Thank you so much. And my first cards out to get the energy were Doreen Virtue's Romance Angels. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. See what I mean? Sometimes they want to make sure they get the right cards, so you may want to fast forward this. I'm ready to receive. Thank you so much for the messages so far. What do my beautiful Virgo need to know? Ooh, oh, wow. This is a lot. Okay. Oh, okay. Yes. I see. They just went, do you get it? I was like, okay, I get it. Yes, I do get it. Well. Normally I take 2 cards for this energy, but there's a lot at stake here. Wheel of Fortune, okay? This is a fated connection, Virgo. It is absolutely a fated connection. Fortune favors the brave. There is some sort of communication that needs to happen here, but the separation, Virgo, you've turned up in your own reading the Hermit card, okay? This is a necessary separation to work out what the hell is going on with both of you, okay? There needs to be a spiritual illumination here, a truth, a personal quest for truth and going within. So we'll come back to that in a moment. But what we're giving, Wheel of Fortune, there is some sort of triggering here, okay? As you can see, that snake, that serpent is eating its own tail. So it is almost like you're going round in a circle, and it's like you're being bitey at each other. They're showing me bitey, the word bitey, bite as in bite, okay? Bitey. There's a lot of snapping that's going on here. So it is a cycle that's happening here, and it is being snappy at each other because there is it's like an unconscious triggering, okay? And Spirit is removing, you can see that hand with those angel wings. Spirit is removing you both from the situation, okay? So this separation is absolutely necessary for the Wheel of Fortune, as it were, to basically for there to be a turning point, okay? So there is a turning point for the better. Yeah, more successful union is coming with this situation. But you both need to be kind of airlifted out of the situation right now for you to see, like a bird's eye view. They're giving me like an aerial view. There needs to be clarity, okay? They're saying clarity. So it is like a bird's eye view. You need to see it from a different perspective. And in order for things to change, it is a cycle, and there needs to be a turning point. It's like turning the page. Okay, but ultimately things are turning in your favor, but there does need to be a separation at this present point in time. We have the Hermit mode, the Hermit card. As you know, this is Virgo, so you've turned up there in your own reading. Going within for a personal quest for truth. They just said bird's eye view again. Yeah, okay, so look, we got the bird there with that beautiful big eye. A bird's eye view, you need to see. It's almost like you need to get that torch and illuminate things from the past. Either you or this person needs to really highlight. So you could be dealing with another Virgo. This could be you, Virgo. We've also got some major energies here, which are the end of a cycle. So both of you need to look at this wounding from the past. There is something in the past that needs to be looked at. And unless that is fixed, there is going to be a stalemate. It's going to be the same cycle each time. It's going to be the same result. And universe is like, come on already. But it needs to be brought to the surface, because at the moment it feels very much deep-seated within both of you. There is a triggering between. They keep giving me the word abandonment. So there's obviously some sort of abandonment issues going on there, and feeling not enough. Okay, they're acknowledging not enough. And there needs to be, it needs to be highlighted, because if it's not dealt with, it'll never be dealt with, is what they're giving me. We've also got the World energy. World card here is the end of a cycle, completing that cycle, but learning lessons from it. You need to move on from the same cycle that keeps happening. There is a propulsion to move ahead and have more growth. Both of you are carrying, as you see, there is a big old circle there, and inside the circle they've got all these different shapes here, and they've got a face. Now they're giving me that as the past and childhood. It's almost like a cocoon of there is a child, little face in there, as if it's a little growth, So again, they're showing me this childhood wounding that's being carried around by two figures. There's two faces there. Okay, so that's why they're giving me this double energy here, and it's triggering, really triggering for both of you, and it needs to. It's an obvious thing to say. It needs to stop. It's harder than that. It's more difficult than that. It's more complex than that. But it needs to be highlighted, because there is an acknowledgement at the moment that things are not working out the way it should. On paper, both of you are perfect for each other. It is true love. This is the romance of the century. It is the romance of a lifetime. You're meant to be together, but for some reason the energies are not, they're just not connecting for whatever reason. And it is to go back. They want you to go back, look back. They're showing me again this face. They just went, look back. Okay, look back. And so whatever it is, there needs to be some shedding. and we have the Empress card as well. Okay, the Empress is about knowing your worth. Okay, knowing your worth there, knowing your standards, and feeling like you're enough. The Empress knows she's enough. So this is where I feel the problem does lie, in the childhood wounding. Sorry, we got the Emperor. They just corrected me. They were like, what? We got the Emperor. And but again, it is about knowing that you are enough. They said, yeah, about respect. Okay, it's about respect. It's also about not having fun, not being, it's like there's no fun here. There is no fun here, they said. So perhaps both of you are very strict in the way that you deal with things. You have a way of dealing with each other. You have expectations of each other that do not connect. Yeah, they do not connect here. So weird, so weird. They said, you can say Empress, you can say Empress. This is the Emperor card. But they want to show me, they want to highlight the feminine. There is a figure, a sign here that is feminine, of the feminine genitals is what they're giving me here. So there is a, perhaps there is a masculine who is trying to deal with something towards the feminine side. I just need to connect with this as to why they're giving me a mixed signal with this card. I want to just clarify. One moment, please. Okay. Okay, so it is, there is a, I understand now, thank you. It is about they said Empress because it is a problem with the mother. Okay, there is an issue here from in terms of the mother. So the childhood wounding comes from the mother. And what they're giving me here is some sort of abandonment. Perhaps their mother abandoned them as a child, or abandoned you as a child, Virgo, but it left them lacking. They felt like they were not in their power. They felt there was no leadership. They said there's no leadership. They were not taught how to be emotive. They were not taught how to connect to their emotions or to have fun, and to the feminine. They keep saying to the feminine. Okay, they were not taught how to connect to the feminine, and by that they mean, yeah, they mean to the emotions. So that's why there is a mixed message with this card. They've worn a mask. That's what they're giving me here. They've worn a mask. This person has worn a mask and has been trying to disguise this childhood wounding, of feeling like they're not enough, and they just don't know how to proceed. Okay. Even though the Emperor is about father figure, they are highlighting this feminine here about abandonment. Feminine, some feminine energy has abandoned them in the past. They're giving me mother, Empress, even though it's Emperor. So we're going to go deeper and find out what that is about. Okay. Okay, Virgo. So what they've just given me with this card is because of abandonment. This is very complex. Woo. Okay. Because of abandonment in the past to do with the mother, they feel they cannot be a leader for a family unit. They're not very good at, they're giving me, they would not be a good father figure because they feel like they lack in emotion because of an abandonment from a mother figure. Okay, very complex. So they've given me the wounding with that card. The cycle is changing. Okay, so this could be your wounding, Virgo, or theirs. We're going to go deeper and find out, but this is quite complex energy. I don't really want to get it wrong, but when I'm given a mixed message for a card, it means there's very, very complex energies at play here, and I don't want to offend anybody or get anything wrong, but I'm tapping into something, and thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know with regards to their love situation for July 2020? Their love situation, July 2020. Can you please guide them? What do they need to know for their highest good? we're ready to receive, and I'm grateful for the messages so far. Thank you so much. Thank you. They've also asked me to clarify with another deck, that Emperor card later, they said. Queen of Cups. Okay, so Queen of Cups is a mother figure. It's in reverse, so there is emotional insecurity here. And this could have led to some sort of addiction. So that's what they're giving me here. Someone who is emotionally manipulative, withheld their emotions from them. Okay, so this is someone who wasn't standing in their power. Very, it could be a smothering energy, but it is a smothering energy of not feeling enough. This person felt like they were not enough, okay? And there's healing that needs to be done here. When you have it in the upright position, this is about healing and nurturing. So this is turning to addictions in order to numb the pain of abandonment and not feeling like they're enough. That's what we've got here. This is quite a difficult read, this one. Oh, there we go, imbalance. Okay, so we have the Six of Pentacles here. This is, complete imbalance there. Struggling due to somebody's selfishness. It's one-sided is what they're giving me. They want to give me, I just want to clarify, they want to give me the story of what the problem is first before we go on, Virgo. The reason for the separation and what needs to be worked on. They just want to clarify that first before we go on to the outcome. So there is an imbalance here with regards to the situation. I want it there. But the end, it's finally being looked at. They said it's finally being looked at. That's why there is this separation. It is a removing of self in order to analyze what the issues are in order to overcome. Okay, so that's, withdrawing passion and interest. Okay, this is a delay, a false start when you get this card, a false start in passion and a delay. So someone is withholding because of this issue. They feel completely out of balance and their insecurity is rife that are being triggered here, and that's why there is a stepping back of your person is what they've given me here. You've triggered something in them. There is a brutality about this. There is real sadness here with this person, real brutality. Sorry, I'm getting quite one moment. I don't want to really, I don't really want to check into that because it's overwhelming. So what they're giving me here is the feeling of this person who's separated, who's moved back from you, they were rejected as a child, and therefore, and it is rejected, even though they want me to hide, it's like they want me to hide the masculine figure there, and they want to highlight this feminine energy that's at the top there. They were rejected by a mother figure, and that's why they feel like they're not enough, they're not good enough to be standing in their power, and they believe that they will be rejected by you, Virgo. And that's why they kind of run away. There is a disconnect. They're not disconnected from you, but they want to push. They push and push and push away. Okay? The world is coming to an end. So we got the double world here. They're rebalancing. There's a recalibration here. As you can see, all the elements are in play. This person's completely in their head here. They need to work things out in order to come back around. You could be dealing with someone with who else, someone who has a Virgo placement as well in their chart. May not be a birth sign or a sun sign, but it may have an impact somewhere else because this person's quite introspective. Okay, but yeah, they're recalibrating. They're getting all the fire, water, earth, and air back on the table because they feel completely on their head. They want to make a solid connection, but it just never seems to work. Okay, but Spirit is indicating that this person is ending the cycle on purpose. They want to come back around, learning the lessons from the past, not to make the same mistakes. And Spirit is giving me, make the effort, and it is true love. So if you feel it, if this is your intuition, Virgo, hang on in there. We're going to go deeper and find out. It'll be very successful. They've got the victory read there. They're pointing that out to me. But once this person's completely in balance, they will end the cycle, and it will be a victorious union. And it leads to abundance and happiness. This is the happiest card in the deck. Interesting, you've got 2 major arcanas once the cycle ends. This will bring a lot of freedom. It is a wonderful, successful outcome with regards to this union, both in terms of material plane, because there is finances also on this person's mind, really important, and you've buried your head in work because you can't deal with some of the feelings that go along with this. But there will be some sort of happy outcome that comes back. Now, they really want to highlight this little red feather here. A red feather is important to somebody out there. There is a red feather. Either you've seen a red feather recently on your path, or you have a red feather. They're showing me it's like you have one on some sort of desk unit or something. There is a red feather there. But what they want to show is not only is this a meeting of passion and true love, it's also a meeting of minds. The feather is going into this person's head space. So they're showing me it's a meeting of minds, and both of you, you're not happy without each other, truly. But it is this energy of, they're showing me again, Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton. It's like this energy of you're not happy without each other, but you trigger each other, and there is this, you can't live without each other, you can't be with each other energy. It's coming to an end for your ultimate good, for happiness, and there'll be a lot more bliss. Now, they're showing me the horse in this card in particular. They want to show that this will come back to grounding. Okay, this will become a very dependable union that is grounded and loyal and practical. But as it is at the moment, it's a little bit up in the air. But there is stuff being worked on in July that is coming back around for a joyous union here. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, so this is a time for basically, it's time for you to act. You need to be ready to act. But once you've rested yourself, my beautiful Virgo, and retreated in solitude like this person, okay? So there is a mirroring here going on, and I'm not surprised why. Look at that. We have the Lovers. Okay, so there is a recalibration. They keep giving me this word, recalibration, for all elements to be back and to work out what the deep-seated triggering is that's going on in this connection. Ultimately, it's divinely guided. They keep giving me that. And this is, as they said, it's true love. This is the Lovers. This is Gemini energy, and this is a partnership. You could be, now, you could be dealing with your twin flame here. They kind of give me a different energy when I'm dealing with soulmate or with twin flame. You could be dealing with twin flame here. Ultimately, Spirit is saying that you are soulmates. I mean, not soulmates. Your partnership in deep love, twin flame energy. And this is a choice of both of you deciding, are we going to make this work, or are we going to walk away? Okay, the Lovers card is also the choice card. This is all being decided once there is a separation. Okay, I really get this energy of you cannot live with each other, cannot live without each other. Spirit is guiding you both together because it is true love. It is worth working on. Okay, as I said again before, if this person is absolute a-hole to you, Virgo, then, you know, then this is not your reading. I feel that there is a triggering that's happening. There is an equality in the way that you mirror each other, and it is divinely, yeah, it is about the strength of two together. It is a very deep love, a deep connection here. It's like you can't be without each other, that you are each other's happiness, but there is a triggering that's happening that makes you separate each time. The vibrations here are just off. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know with regards to this? Yeah, it's a waiting game. Okay, so waiting for the results. Okay, this card is not just about waiting, it's about the results. As you can see, that person is holding a world in their hand. The world is about, you know, the world card is about completing the cycle and learning lessons. Okay, so you're waiting here for your person to learn the lessons and, you know, complete the cycle. Now, you could also be doing the work yourself, Virgo, during this time, and also waiting, not acknowledging that you need to wait for the time to be right, for the world energy to be at play. And by that, I mean everything imbalanced, in balance rather, and completing the cycle so that you can move on to your happiness. Okay, they want me to look at this card even more closely, so one moment please. Yeah, it leads to a lot of peace. Oh, interesting. Okay, they really want me to have a look at, so it's very passionate union between you both. They really want me to have a look at this little piece on the, that wand there. Okay, it's almost like a band-aid or a bandage. Now this person has gone through their life putting a band-aid over all of their childhood wounding. And just when it means the most to make a connection with you, this little wound just keeps coming on up. And they're just showing that the only thing that is wrong is this wounding. Everything else is perfect, but this wounding is triggering, okay? So they're just highlighting that for me. Thank you so much, Spirit Guys. Ooh. Okay, they don't want to withhold from you anymore. They don't want, the Five of Swords here, when it's in the reverse, is it's a fair, this is what I mean by, if your person is an absolute douche, this is not for you, because this is a fair fight, okay? This is some sort of mirroring going on between you both here. Virgo, it's like you give as good as you get, okay? It often takes the other person to provoke you, but you give as good as you get. There is no victim mode going on here. But the other person, the way they react is they separate, they move back, is what they're giving me here. They withhold. They just said the word withhold. So this person does not want to withhold anymore. When you've got it in the upright position, this is about, you know, some sort of verbally, sometimes passionate or abusive, bordering on abusive connection. But ultimately, they're giving me the energy instead with this card of withholding. This person withholds information. As you can see, there's two swords on the ground. They've given you that, and they withhold the rest of the information here, and it leads to you walking away. Most of the time, this is the cycle, and that's what it's like. Mind games. They're doing it to see if you to prove. It's like they want you to prove they mean something to you. Prove their worth. Okay, but it leaves you wanting to walk away. You think, oh, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this cycle. Okay, it was in the reverse, so they do not want to do this anymore. They want to release this energy, and they want to be able to move on from this. It's peace after a fair fight, but there needs to be a walking away before both of you can acknowledge that you can't be without each other. Okay. Also, 5 is the number for obstacles and things that are getting in the way, and it's in reverse, so it's overcoming the obstacles. Yeah, we have the 7 of Wands. It's in the upright position, and this is about protecting themselves. Both of you protecting yourselves against this sort of passionate exchange of a cycle that happens, and then it just disappears into nothing. Okay, so you've got your boundaries up here, which is rightly so. You may feel like there's competition here. The only competition, and this is for both of you, they feel like they may have competition with you also, that other people are interested in you, Virgo, and you may think, oh, they're giving their attention to somebody else. What they've given me here is the only competition that's at play right here is the wounding. That is it. And this person buries themselves in work, and so do you. You are very much alike, okay? But you're blocking the happiness, and so are they, is what they're giving me. They've asked me to go to the next deck for clarity. They said they're done with this deck. I'm using the Fountain Tarot to gain clarity in this situation. Okay. They asked me to stop for a moment, and they want me to now clarify the Emperor card to just clear it up for you as to why they were giving mixed messages with the Emperor card. I'm using the Light Seers Tarot for this. Thank you so much, Spirit Guys. Ooh. Okay. Sorry, I'm just going to, they said clear the energy. Thank you so much, Spirit Guys, Guardian Angels. That's too many, I can't take that. Sorry, my wrist clicks out sometimes and I can't move it. So that was not meant for you. I've hurt my wrist. It is nearly better, but sometimes it kicks out because it's right on the vein there. So sometimes it just goes a bit painful. Okay, let's go again. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? Can you please clarify this Emperor card? Why were we giving mixed signals on the Emperor card? Can you please guide them to the mixed signals that were going on with the Emperor card? What is this about the Emperor card that we need to clarify? Can you please guide me? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. I'm ready to receive. Thank you. Shadow side. Okay, we got the Moon card. This is about shadow side, and this is about voluntary changes need to be made, and not trusting the intuition. Okay, it's like a call. They're just giving me the dog and the wolf howling at the moon. There is a madness that goes with this. They're in and out with this energy. They feel like, yeah, they're just drowning in this madness. It's suffocating them, this madness, and they just see that they cannot see their way out of this wounding. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please clarify the Emperor card? What do they need to know with regarding to, you're giving me female energy, Six of Wands. It's an ego thing. Okay, it's an ego thing. Six of Wands is about, they don't feel like they're enough. It's an ego thing. They were not given any attention from their parents, but even though it's the Emperor card, they feel like they would not be a good parent, because there is some sort of wounding with regards to their mother. Can you please guide me to the wounding that is regarding the mother? Why do you keep bringing up a female figure when we look at the Emperor? What is that energy with that female image that is on the Emperor card? Can you please? Okay. Okay, they've asked me to keep all of these, so yeah, so it led them to being a player. They could never settle down because there is a lack of emotion that was shown to them as a child, so they do not understand emotional connections with people. They are often a bit of a loner, free-spirited. They march to the beat of their own drum, but ultimately there was no mother figure that guided them towards how to treat feminine energies or masculine energies. They're giving me the two now. They're saying there was no mother figure that showed them how it was to love. There was a dysfunction here in the family. The Hierophant is in reverse. Because they came from a dysfunctional family, they did not believe in the idea of marriage or conventional higher level commitments. Is what we got here. Could be Taurus or energy as well. The Empress, yes. Okay, so they're again clarifying it is the mother figure for me that was not nurturing. Okay, so as you can see, the world is on her stomach. So they need to end the cycle with the mother figure because there is wounding here that needs to be processed. And there is a feeling of not being enough because their mother figure abandoned them, so they feel like there was no roots. They felt unloved, so therefore they feel unlovable, and you trigger something in them when you show them so much love, Virgo. They run a million miles away because they feel no one could love me, no one could possibly love me because I have been unlovable my whole life. There's a lot of pain here. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Their intentions are the Knight of Cups. They really do love you. You are the only person, Virgo, that they love. They cannot even think about being with anybody else, but they love you. They think about you all the time. They want to give you their cup of love. They want to be stable for you, they said. They want to be stable. The horse is there waiting. They want to be stable. They want to be loyal and grounded. But they get spooked. They said they get spooked because of what's happened in the past, and that's why they're suspended. They've gone away to suspend their energy so that they can get a different perspective and highlight these issues and gain wisdom from the situation. And they don't want to wait no more. We got the Two of Wands. It's in reverse. It's like things fall apart on them and they're done with that. They don't want it to fall apart anymore. They're done waiting and they're making a decision here. So whereas you are waiting for the results, they feel like in the upright, it's waiting for the results as well, but they're just not there yet. There is a delay. Okay, so they just want, it's almost like they're saying, give me some time to work this out. Now Virgo, we all have free will. You don't need to do that, but I just tapped into their wounding, and it's really painful, so they've got some work to do. But yeah, so now you know. Okay, so we're going on. We're using the Fountain Tarot to gain the overall energy of what's happening. Oh, 10 of Cups. Okay, so you got the 10 there. This is contentment. Total love and support will be yours in this connection. This is basically both of you coming together to support each other in healing and, raising each other up. So it is a communion here. You will be coming together and balancing each other out, supporting each other. They said step by step, though, step by step. They wanted to look at the steps there, step by step. So yeah, this will come back to together, and there will be a lot of support there, and it will be very beautiful. You cannot live without each other. But the obstacles need to be overcome. Okay, so 5 of Wands energy is those obstacles need to be addressed, and that is just the way it has to be. Virgo, thank you so much. Ooh. Yeah, you're both being guided and protected in this situation. Ultimately, you are being looked after as much as they are, they said. So the swords are relocating both of you to another, it's like they just said necessary transition here. As you can see, I hope you can see, I'm going to hold it really slowly. I'm going to hold it still. There's 2 figures in that boat. I've got a slight shake in my hand, so I hope I got it. There's 2 figures in that boat. So you're being divinely guided away from those choppy waters into something more serene in the future. But the work has to be done. You're both in that boat. Oh, they want me to look closely at it? Okay. So they said the figure in the front, look at the figure in the front. And this figure in the front, I've never noticed it until now. They're wearing some sort of cloth or something around them that has a rainbow. So after the rain, and it's like rain is out, the sun is out, and then the rainbow comes out. So something beautiful comes out of the pain and the sadness. Something beautiful emerges with the sun coming out also. Okay, so they just wanted you to have that extra message there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. This is quite a complex one, Virgo. Lots happening in July. So 4 of Wands is in reverse. Okay, so this was a disconnect because these passions were running high. The obstacles need to be overcome. So it is they're showing me again the separation. Now this could have been a moving out of home. It could have been a arguments, passionate arguments, and then that led to some silence there. But ultimately, my 4 of Wands card is a marriage card. Okay, so there is, it's like marriage was on the cards, or you both believed that you wanted to have that higher level commitment in marriage, but it's been turned on its head. There are obstacles to be overcome before you can reach that. Okay, so the work is, there is the reason for the separation. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide me towards an outcome of this situation for my beautiful Virgo? Thank you. 6 of Wands is victory. So the egos need to be addressed in this situation. And once that has happened, it's pole vaulting over all the obstacles there. This is a victory card, good news and success. Okay, so this is, as I said, pole vaulting over any obstacles in reaching where you need to get to. Okay, which is success. This is a successful reunion. Aha! Look, we have the sun again. Okay, so I love that. This is Leo energy also. Leo energy, they just said August. So there is some sort of So July is, it looks like July is a separation period for a reason. You may even be going through the separation period at this present time, and into July, the work is being done on a spiritual level, but you come back around together in and it will be a very abundant connection. It's a joyous outcome here. And so we got double success, okay? This is the most successful, abundant, beautiful outcome in the deck, okay? You got it twice. It is definitely divinely guided and protected. You're both being cocooned at this time for this to, yeah, look at that. So we've got the Hangman again, which is a suspended energy, okay? Now, the energy they're giving me with this card this time, ooh, okay. Even the card feels different. They just said, it feels like there's some sort of dust or some sort of substance on this card, even though there's nothing. But when I brush it, yeah. Well, they're saying, it's like blowing out the cobwebs, looking at they're giving me this word, these two words, nitty gritty. Nitty gritty? Weird. Okay, perhaps that's something that you say, or is a sentence that you or your person says, getting down to the nitty gritty. Okay, so really looking at the fine details in order to learn the lessons. But this person, you may think that they're being selfish at this time because they've disconnected without any sort of communication. Yes, that is a selfish act, but not for selfish reasons. They just gave me. They're getting down to the nitty gritty. Such a weird substance. It's such a weird feeling. So that's what they're giving me here with regards to that. And they have asked for one more, so I will give it. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. What do my Virgos need to know to close the reading? Any final messages for my beautiful Virgos? What else do they need to know with regards to this situation? Can we have an outcome? Can we have a timeline? What would you like to? They just, thank you so much. They just said again, August. Ha! When the cycle ends, that's your timeline. So we got the World card again. When you both release any sort of ego and come to each other naked in truth and in honesty, this person has to close off the cycle first, okay? The lessons have to be learned, and then you come together, okay? Then you'll both be on top of the world. See, yeah, it doesn't... Interesting, I don't feel that now, that sensation is not on that card. Weird. Okay, but yeah, once the ego has been released and things have been looked at from the past. So yeah, it has to... Divine timing. The universe is lining things up, okay? And it is about the right time. Okay, so once the cycle is closed, then you both move on in success. And it calls for honesty, authenticity. They said the word authenticity. This person doesn't want to withhold their past from you anymore, so they may actually tell you what has been going on and the childhood wounding that there is there. There is a real call to authenticity with this person, okay? And yeah, that's what they're giving me. This person might be very artistic as well. There's a wheel right in the center of this world card. This could be for you also. They're saying the words tertiary wheel. Tertiary wheel. Now, I'm an artist. I know what that means as well. So tertiary wheel is, you know, it's all about the colors, okay, and blending certain colors to make other colors. So it really feels like they're taking something that's so simple and really looking at it and wanting to merge with you and make different... It's like they want to merge with you and make a different life. They want to change the color of the situation. It's almost like they're showing me black and white photo from the past. They want to change that that color, black and white color photo from the past, because they don't want to live in the past anymore, and they want to live in the present. They want to merge with you in some way. But tertiary wheel is important to somebody out there for some reason. Perhaps you have something on your wall, some sort of painting or something that has that figure that has different colors on it, different divided colors. But they're showing me that they want to merge. They want to merge and make different colors. That may be a specific message for somebody out there. I can't, that's all they're giving me on that. But that's basically where they want to leave it. That was quite an intense reading, Virgo. I hope you made some sense of that in some way. We got there in the end. There was a slight cloudiness, but this person has a habit of withholding. So it's hard to sometimes push through. They want to leave it there. Let's get an angel oracle card before we go. This is just some advice. Ooh. Life purpose. Time to go. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know? Thank you so much. Assertiveness. Okay, so we have life purpose. And it says, the purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. Oh my gosh, Virgo. A life of service. I know it's a cliche, but they always talk about Virgo and service and all of those things. But anyway, so it's about your life purpose. Focus on what you're doing at the moment. It says, your life purpose, the purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. Okay, so in the meantime, Virgo, you got to do your thing. And wait for this person if you want to. I do not condone waiting for anybody, but if you feel like this is the twin flame, then they're processing some things, and it will work itself out. We all have free will. We don't have to take this person back, but it looks like it'll be a very successful union if that's the way you want to go. But in the meantime, do what you need to do. They're really highlighting this for me, this sand timer, okay? This is very important. So either you've got a sand timer like this, I'll hold it steady, or it's a message about how long should you wait. I mean, nobody should ever wait. The sands of time do not wait for any man or woman. Okay, is what they just said. So you need to decide, trust your intuition on that. But they're showing me this timer. So perhaps you have a timer just like that. And if you do, because they're showing me in a vision, not just in this. And if you do, then there's some sort of message in here for you. And we've got time to go. And it says, the sun sets and rises each day. And it's the same with the avenues in your life. See the beauty within each sunset of your life. And know that the sun will also rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of a new beginning, and we are with you through each phase of the cycle. Okay, so as I said, it's a cycle that needs to, some sort of cycle that needs to be changed here. This separation, they're saying it's not the end of the world, temporary, okay, so that you can work things out to live in a more harmonious connection. And we have assertiveness. And it says, this situation can be healed gently and with love, as you've requested. Yet there's also a need for your strength and truthfulness with the other people involved. We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth and give you strength and guide your words. Okay, Virgo? So, as I said, there is some sort of mirroring here. You give as good as you get. So I'm getting a discourse. Perhaps there is this triggering that's going on with the childhood wounding. You need to look at your abandonment issues also, or feelings of not enough also, before this connection can truly be harmonious and back in balance. Okay, my beautiful Virgos, let's get a trinket for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. What else do my beautiful Virgo need to know before we close the reading? Thank you so much. Ooh. Okay, so we have an angel here, and it says, the angels are watching over you, Virgo. So this is definitely a time of protection and reflection. Time to listen to your inner guides. They are guiding you to where you need to be right now, okay? But ultimately, you're not alone in this situation or in this separation. There is divine timing at play, and the angels are watching over you both. They want me to put this over the true love trinket, okay? There is an angel, actually. Look at that. It's like, I thought it was Cupid, but it's like a little angel watching over this connection. So don't worry, don't despair. And we have a turtle. And this is about slow and steady wins a race. There is slow progress here, but there is progress all the same. Okay? So it depends on how long you want to wait. Virgo, for this person to get their stuff together. It's totally up to you. I do not condone waiting for anybody. It's gone super cold here. Again, they're highlighting this. Time is ticking. If you feel that this time they can work through it, then okay, so be it. But it's ultimately up to you, free will. But it is a slow progress, but it is progress all the same, they said. They really want this to be on, make the effort. Weird. Make the effort. The great love is worth waiting for, is what they gave me. Okay, my beautiful Virgos, I gotta leave it there. It's gone super cold. I gotta leave it there. I hope there's something in this message that resonates for some of you out there. If it did, please like or subscribe to my channel. It's completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell. Apparently that's important. It lets you know when I update my next message, and it lets me know that you resonated with the reading, which is very important for me. Okay, my beautiful Virgo, good luck with this situation. July is all about, you know, going within for clarity, okay? Don't rush the process. I know we all have to have patience. That's a horrible world. I don't like it myself. But coming out the other side, most important thing. Okay, Virgo, love and light.